9-time Grammy-winning multi-platinum artist, Sheryl Crow. Good morning. Welcome.
Hey, Mitch, how are you?
Well, I'm doing great. What an honor. What a pleasure to talk to you. Your music has been a part of my life for decades.
Thank you. Man, I'll tell you what, I've been coming to Portland for a lot of years. It's crazy.
It's a great city, isn't it?
It's a great city.
So you're in
And
Nashville
my
right now.
niece lives there, so there you go.
Well, let's give us, what's your niece's name if you want to give a shout out?
Yes, Brent and Kate Shively just had a baby named Beck and a daughter named Fallon. So,
Oh, that's sweet.
hi,
Love that.
Shiveleys.
Well, Sheryl, congratulations on your induction into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. What an honor. What an
Thank you,
experience.
man. It was such a great experience. I can't even tell you. Usually award shows are like, a little overwhelming, but this was really, for me, it felt like a great celebration of a lot of years of hard work. I mean, my entire team was there, who incidentally have been with me from the very beginning. So, I mean, my manager's been
Wow.
with me for over 30 years, and my whole family was there, and I got to sing with Willie and obviously Stevie and Olivia and Peter Frampton, and then I got to have Laura Dern, who's one of my oldest friends. It just was an incredible night, and my kids were there, so that was cool. My kids,
Laura-
who really literally are like, "Mom, please don't embarrass us," and they're, then it was like, "Oh, wait, she is kind of cool."
I can't even imagine what it'd be like to have a mom that has been inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Do they just go around telling all their friends that their mom is a lot better than that their mom's a lot better than anybody else's mom?
No, I mean, if they did, I'd have to go around apologizing to a lot of people. They, they're teenagers. They literally, like on the new record, I played them some stuff. They loved Alarm Clock. And then when I played them Broken Record, they're like, you cannot put that on your record. So, I think they just every kid wants their mom not to stand out. So, but they're awesome, man. They're awesome boys. And, they keep me in line.
I heard an interview with you recently, and you said one of your kids asked you if you were like Taylor Swift back in the day. And I'm going to answer for you. I'm going to say yes.
I'm going to say there has not ever been anything like Taylor Swift.
It's
Had there been
bizarre, isn't
social
it?
media, I might have been Taylor Swift, but had there been social media, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing. So it's, but did I answer yes? Yes, I did. I answered yes.
Have you met Taylor?
I have. Yes.
Because she owes some of her success to women like you.
That's very flattering. Thank you. I've been so blessed, and to think that anybody took any lessons from me that's very nice. Thank you.
Well, you mentioned the new album. It's called Evolution. It drops March 29th. It's your 11th full-length studio album. Now, didn't you say not too long ago that you probably would not be releasing any more albums? What happened? And I'm so glad you did.
Mitch, I had a momentary lapse of insanity when I said that. No, I mean, I still feel that way. I feel like, I was a kid that grew up reading records. I read the album notes. I played them top to bottom. And I felt like every album that I listened to and every album that I've made, that I've produced, had a beginning, a middle, and an end. It was a journey. And now music is listened to through playlists, and, there'll be a song of mine with other people that I don't even know. And so it feels sort of counterintuitive. And I felt like that the Threads record was a great kind of bookend, and that I would continue to make music, just put it out. But what wound up happening this year was that in the middle of all this craziness with the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, I wound up writing music sort of in my own little solitary bubble about things that I've been thinking about. And I wound up with a handful of very timely songs. And so I called this friend of mine and said, will you produce them? I was like, I don't even want to produce them. I want somebody to just blow my mind. And I called the one person I knew that would do that. And that was Mike Elizondo, who's just insanely talented. I've known him for 25 years. He's produced great records. He also was there, for Eminem and Dr. Dre when that particular kind of music was being written. The guy knows music. And so he just took these little demos I had and made movies out of them. And it was just the greatest gift, man.
Your people sent me an advance copy, so I've had the chance to listen to it from start to finish a few times this week. Let's talk about the song Evolution, the title track. Obviously, you were talking about artificial intelligence in there because it's scary.
It is scary, and I think as a mom, two things. As a person who grew up before cell phones and before computers, all of this is scary to me. The fact that now telephones are telling us whether we're likable or whether we should, shut the F up and sing. I mean, just a lot of stuff that comes at you that you just go, whoa. And also the algorithms, which are sort of telling us that what we believe is truth, whether it is or it's not. But then you're going to throw AI into that. And as a mom, trying to protect your kids and trying to say, look, the truth is the truth, whether you like the truth or you don't like the truth. And whether the algorithm that's telling you that what you believe, which is not true, is true, it's very confusing. So that was what the song, grew from. But it is a hopeful song. I mean, at the end of the day, the thing that AI doesn't have is the human spirit. And so
Exactly.
That's what I cling to. That's what I try to emulate to my kids and the people around me, is that we will forever be born with empathy, or the ability to be empathetic and to be compassionate, where AI is not. So that's my story, and I'm sticking with it, Mitch.
Well, the album is fantastic. You mentioned the song your kids like, Alarm Clock. That's the one that seems to really speak to me. That's my new anthem. That's such a great song.
Well, I can't imagine anybody in radio loving their alarm clock.
No, I've done this for like 34 years, and my alarm goes off at 3:45 every morning, and it's never easy.
Oh my God, I would hate it. Mine goes off at 6. And I just want to say that as a former rock star, 6 o'clock in the morning is when I used to go to bed. So, yeah, and it's kind of metaphorical too for, you just love life, and then you turn on the radio and there's been a shooting at the Kansas City Chiefs rally. It's just like, but my kids, I played it for them and they're like, yeah, this is pretty cool. So I was like, okay, all right, I'm in, I'm cool, I'm with it.
Before I let you go, I want to ask you this. There are so many ways for a young musician these days to get discovered, whether it's TikTok or Instagram or YouTube. None of that was around when you were starting out, because you and I are about the same age. Do you think it's easier now to break into the music industry, or is there that much more competition?
Well, I think there's just so much out there. It's hard to know. I mean, there are a lot of people that, like me, that are not comfortable with self-promotion, that are not like, if I had to go out and sell myself, particularly as a young woman, take my clothes off, have cleavage, big lips, all that stuff. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what it's, as a person who's looking at it from the outside, I don't know, A, what it means for the quality of our art, but B, whether artists are getting heard. I am hopeful. I mean, you've got artists out there like Boy Genius, and I mean, people that are writing amazing songs and that are great musicians. So something's working, somehow people are cutting through. So I think it remains to be seen. I think at the end of the day, I still believe that the good stuff does rise to the top. However it gets there, whatever the journey is, that will be debated throughout history. But it's all, everything is everything.
Well, what a pleasure to talk to you. The new album drops March 29th, Evolution. I think it's your best work yet. Sheryl Crow, thanks for taking the time. We love you.
Oh, thank you, Mitch. Thanks for having me on.
All right, you take care.
You too.